Hi everybody. So we are cleaning the solar panels because we were taking a shower. It is December 21st and it's the winter time. We should have had really hot water by the end of the day, but because there was dust on the glass and dust got inside, it was reflecting the light rather than absorbing it. So while the water was lukewarm and it was sufficient to take a shower, it should have been hot by the end of the day. So we've removed the panels and I'm just wiping off the dust, and you have to make sure with a solar hot water system that it is always as black as possible and the glass is as clear as possible. This dust that you see here simply reflects the light back through the glass and you get no heating at all. So about a third of this solar system was compromised by the dust that had gotten in. It's not a hard procedure to simply unscrew. I'll show you. We've unscrewed the screws in the metal frame. And you just have to be a little careful when you're taking the frame off. It sticks to the rubber, so you want to just carefully remove it without damaging it. So you have these frames here, as you can see, and then you carefully, let's remove this frame as well. Now that frame is off, and so we got the frames off, and then the glass plate has a rubber on it. And when you remove the glass plate, you have to just carefully run your hand under it so that the rubber, which is going to stick because it got hot in the summer, you don't want to damage the rubber. So that part's coming off. See how it sticks there? Put it back on. And then you can remove the panel. And the panels, of course, should be cleaned on both sides before replacing. Every day you need to wipe the dust off the panels, but every few years you're going to have to do this procedure of getting in here and cleaning it off. Once again, don't be afraid to just run your hand underneath so that the rubber lifts. There we go. And remove that and place it here. So I'm doing the work in the evening because, of course, otherwise it'll be too hot to work, particularly on the inside where it gets hot. So as you can see, this is practically white over here instead of black. Practically white, so we're not getting much heating at all. And just as you can see, if I wipe the dust down, now the original black is restored. We've also gone out to get some spray paint for some areas where the paint had peeled off. But for the most part, it looks like the paint is intact, and it is only the dust that is causing the problem. You can see a substantial improvement now as I simply wipe it off. So once again, you're going to have to make sure these surfaces are black. If you see that they're not, that's the time to open the system up and clean it off. The dust gets in because there was a windstorm and it blew the system down and it damaged it a bit, and so there's open areas where dusty air has come in and begin to cake up. And we should use some tape, some duct tape, and make sure that it's completely sealed so that there will be no chance for dust getting in. Eventually, dust will probably get in, and you're going to have to go through this procedure again. This system's about 6 years old and beginning to drop noticeably in performance because of this dust buildup. But for the most part, the problem was that unlike people's cars, where people will go every day and they will wipe the dust off of the windshield so they can see well, people don't think about coming up on the roof every day and dusting off the panels. And so they cake with dust and eventually stop heating. And people say, well, it works in the summer. But of course, it's so hot in the summer that there's not going to be heat loss. The whole system's going to get hot. And of course, solar hot water will work in the summer. In fact, water's hot in the summer whether you have a solar panel or not in most places. It's in the winter that people will say, well, it doesn't really work. Well, solar does work in the winter, and it works really well because solar hot water is not getting heated by the heat of the sun or the heat of the environment. It's the light of the sun going through glass, hitting a black surface, transforming into infrared or heat radiation whose long wavelengths can't get out of the glass. That's called the greenhouse effect. That's the true greenhouse effect. And just as the Earth is warming because carbon dioxide and methane and nitrous oxides are acting like a glass or plastic cover to the Earth, keeping the heat from going out to the space, the plastic or glass on here is trapping the heat inside to heat up the water. And it will get hotter and hotter and hotter throughout the day. So as long as the glass is clear so that light can get in, no matter how cold it is outside, but it's black enough on the inside to transform into heat radiation. Heat radiation can't go through glass or plastic very well, so you don't get a lot of loss, and so it progressively heats during the day. I realized that this system wasn't working well when, in the end of the day, I took a shower and found it only kind of lukewarm. And people thought, well, it's lukewarm because it's the winter. No, it's lukewarm because the panel was dusty on the inside and the outside. So we're going to fix this up fairly simply. We'll replace the glass tomorrow morning, and we'll make sure that by the end of the day tomorrow, we're going to have really hot water. It should go in here in this tank at about 50 degrees to 60 degrees Celsius. In the winter, average about 50 Celsius, which would burn you. And then overnight, because it's an insulated tank, you'll still get a drop, a loss, down to about 40 degrees, but that should still give you a super hot shower. Maybe it gets down to 35, which is a good, hot, warm shower. But what we had today was definitely due to the fact that the sun just simply was not being absorbed by the copper pipes, by the water in the copper pipes. So that's what we're doing. We're going to clean this up, make it nice and black, clean off the glass, put it back, and we'll have a piping hot shower tomorrow, inshallah. Thanks a lot.